What's up, Crossers? So I want to talk about how our lives are governed by numbers. Before I started YouTube, I was kind of well known in the interpretation and translation industry, but I was like nobody on YouTube because I didn't have my own channel. But what's funny is I've been YouTubing for about a year and a half, and over that time period, I've garnered 100K subscribers or so. There are only 50 million people in South Korea, so 100K subscribers as an English teacher on YouTube, it's a big deal, you know? People recognize me in the streets and everything. And when they do so, when they recognize me, they're like, oh, you're the YouTuber, right? I saw your videos. And they just want to take pictures with me, and they treat me as if I were a celebrity or something. What's funny about that is though, before and after I started my YouTube channel, I haven't changed a bit at the personal level. You know, I'm the same person. The only difference is that before I didn't have 100K subscribers and now I do. That's it. But people see numbers and people do care a lot about numbers. That's why they treat me differently. What really inspired me to make this video is that I've met a lot of other YouTubers, and some were really humble and some were really nice, but others weren't necessarily the most humble person I've met. So when you have a lot of subscribers on YouTube, you kind of subconsciously, without even realizing, you'll put yourself above others, right? So you think, oh, I'm more influential than those YouTubers without as many subscribers. On the other hand, when you have smaller subscriber counts, then you kind of look up to the more influential YouTuber. So there's this power dynamic going on, right? It doesn't say anything about those people. It just, you know, when you have their subscriber counts, it's just numbers. But for some reason, when you see those numbers, even though your knowledge of that person is pretty limited, you kind of look up to them because, you know, the fact that they could garner as many subscribers means something to you. It means they're powerful. It means they're maybe rich. And this is not just about YouTube. There are tons of real life examples. You know, for example, how much you make a year, or how expensive your car is, or how highly valued your house is, etc., etc. You know, our lives are always governed by numbers, but what's the trade-off here? What are we missing here? When we judge someone by their subscriber numbers or the size of their monthly paycheck, what kind of cars they drive, where they live and stuff like that, what are we missing? I'm not saying numbers don't matter. Of course they do. We get paid in numbers. We travel in numbers. And we owe money in numbers. And we work by the clock. They do matter to a certain extent, but just because we're so fixated on numbers, we're missing so much in life. You know, there are things that cannot be measured. For example, you cannot measure the warmth of your smile. You cannot measure the warmth of your hug. You cannot measure your compassion, sympathy, or empathy. Those things that are really important in life, they can't be measured. So I like to say, even though we cannot be fully liberated from a life dictated by numbers, but at least we should try. We should try to shift our focus every now and then from numbers to things that cannot be measured. That's all I have to say today. I hope you're inspired. I hope you're ready to live a life that is not dictated by numbers. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button down below, and make sure you keep your notifications on so that you won't miss any of my new videos. Alrighty then, I'll see you guys in my next video. To the other side.